Hello, my name is Emilia. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. This is my happy place. I'm in my garden right now. I'm having a glass of wine. We are currently finishing painting our house. I haven't really been here for a few days and I thought I would do a July tour, and things are really booming and makes me really excited. So I just wanted to share this just to really enjoy it. And the sun is beautiful. It's a little bit windy. We've had quite cold weather actually, and here's a butterfly. It was the same color as my dress, but I'm just gonna start here. And this is my strawberry bed. I have framed it with onions, yellow onions, and they are doing great. I actually planted them as starts, harvested quite a few already. I've had deer come and eat the foliage of my strawberries a couple of times, so it's not producing as well as last year. We had a lot of strawberries. Planted a few ever-bearing varieties so that hopefully they will start. Oh, wow. You know what? Since I take care of this garden, I would normally give this to my son, but he's asleep right now. So I'm gonna enjoy this with you. Did you enjoy that? I did. Let's have a sip of this wine too. All right, let's get on with it. This is my favorite, it's Corona. They are June bearing. These are called Ostera, and they're ever-bearing, and they were quite delicious. So ever-bearing produce all summer long, fewer but bigger fruits. Usually these June-bearing varieties are a little bit more sweeter, tastier. They come in flushes during like the beginning of summer. I'll just have you right in this view because it's so gorgeous and you can see this really well. But I'm gonna show you close-ups and I'm gonna bring you to another angle quite soon. But I recently planted my fall crops under here, pulled all my garlic, and that video will come very, very soon. Just needed to get this one up. So I have a couple of videos queued up. So subscribe so you don't miss any of them. So we have parsley, sage thyme, I've planted fennels, Chinese cabbage, pak choi, broccoli, etc. And here is my huge teepee trellis with cucumbers. And somewhere in here I actually have edamame beans, but they are pickling varieties. And here, vining down, we have some slicing cucumber varieties called Tanya. This bed, I can see the sunflowers are budding, looking gorgeous. I have lined this with onions and they are forming up really nicely, both red and yellow onions. And here I have my aubergines. You can see fruiting on them as well. Artichokes, they just keep getting ants farming aphids. And I keep spraying it and hopefully they'll just give up soon. But everything is just so nice right now. We have Salvia elegans, celery, we have celeriac. And the beneficial flowers that I've planted this year, well, usually marigolds. I have marigolds everywhere. But new for this year is a calendula. It's called pygmy buff. There's nothing pygmy about it. It's a quite huge plant, but so gorgeous. I love it. And then I have snapdragons. They're finally, getting tall enough to start taking cut flowers from it. I have like a mixed variety that I saved seed from. I have my favorite called Twinny Peach. And then we have jalapenos that my deer, well, it is kind of technically my deer's, but the deer has been eating on it, but they're kind of coming back. And then I have like a little empty patch here where I've sown seeds and I can actually see a bunch of them start popping up. I have sweet peas, green beans, carrots, herbs, a bunch of things. Huge phenols, need to harvest, and then leeks. On the corner on this bed here, this is my new favorite thing to border with, I think, is an edging nepeta, and technically they are perennial, but I can just move it somewhere else next year if I don't want it there, but I really love it. Here you can see the jungle of these cucumbers. In this bed here I have bell peppers that are thankfully recovering because the deers were munching on them. I think I actually can remove this netting quite soon because these sunflowers here are kind of pushing it up anyways, and I haven't had any deers, but I'm just so scared they will come back. These plants are now just so beautiful, so we'll keep it for a little bit longer maybe. But I have dwarf cherry tomatoes. Wow, it's just a lot of tomatoes on them, and this is kind of like a first impression of me not being here for a couple of days, and it's like booming. Oh my god, I need to film this close up, but this marigold and all of the zinnias, I have a sea of zinnias. Best decision I've ever took in my gardening years was this little sea here of zinnias. I have nasturtiums vining down here. My oregano right here is going to flower, but I don't mind at all for the bumblebee's sake. Sunflowers behind here, this huge dill, I love it. I'm gonna harvest them at the same time as I harvest some pickling cucumbers. Carrots that are beautiful. I've done so much harvesting from this row carrots. Chives that I cut back all the way down, but it's coming back, so I need to harvest and freeze. Chard here that the deer was eating on before, but now they are growing back. I have chilies, zinnias, a huge nasturtium, a bunch of flowers on them, and I'm gonna show you a different angle on this because they're vining down from this side, but they're beautiful. They are decorative pumpkins, so I need to show you this sunflower up close as well. So that's for these two beds, and over here I always have one favorite bed every year, but this year I can't decide. This is my favorite gardening year so far. I'm just so pleased and proud of how everything turned out. Well, that is just really kicking in this year, and everything is so beautiful. It's thriving. I'm watering with my bokashi that I am currently fermenting, and they love it. Everything is so green. Look at all of these sunflowers. I really maxed out with sunflowers because I loved it so much last year. And then I have romas, onions, beautiful nigellas, like so cute popping up here. And dwarf cherry tomatoes, more calendula, parsley, just a mixed bed. These onions in here will probably not grow very huge, but that's okay. And then, wow, melons and decorative pumpkins growing down this path as well. I'm gonna show you that. I'm so, I need to take a breath. I need to slow down and enjoy this. I'm stressed, or like overwhelmed, stressed and excited at the same time, and that combo is maybe not good for me. Let me just take another sip of this wine. Oh, okay, Emilia, calm down. I hope you're not feeling rushed watching this. I'm just so excited. So much that I want to show you, and I want to film B-rolls and all these pretty clips while this gorgeous sunlight is happening. All right, so here I have a row of calendula. These I actually am gonna harvest because I want to make soap. Sorry, Mom, and maybe my sister if you're watching, or family members, because now you know what you're getting for Christmas. It's homemade soap. I'm gonna do it with my homegrown herbs and calendulas. This is really good for your skin. Sunflowers again. I have a couple of zinnias, a pretty thyme here, and then here are just a bunch of beans. And I mentioned this before in a video, but I somehow mixed two of my green beans. I have a runner bean and a regular bush green bean, and I mixed them up. I don't know how. I was so certain that I planted them the way I thought, but this is the bush bean, and those in that bed are the pole bean or the runner bean. Supposed to climb up, but maybe look, actually this confuses me so much because now I can actually see an arm here. I don't know, whatever. I have fava beans, I have some sort of green bean, and then I have my zucchinis in here. I have 8-ball, 2 8-ball, and they are providing so many zucchinis. I have soleil It's a yellow variety and I can see them forming up there nicely too. Dill, I have pink cushion flower, like different kind of flowers. Strawberries in here, beets, parsnips, zinnias, like a purple basil, lettuce. I have fennel herb, or like it's a fennel plant, just the ferns that flower and then produce seeds, and I use them in cooking. Beautiful zinnia, my new favorite variety, that is called Profusion White. Oh, this Tweeny Peach, oh, so cute. And the Nepeta, can you see here how it's, I don't know if you can see that, but oh my god, I'm speechless. I think that's what it is. I'm struggling to find words for my garden this year, and I'm not out here enough. I feel like we have extended like the gravel path, and tomorrow I'm gonna get a load of more gravel. So I'm gonna fill this up with more gravel. There's like an extended path over here as well. We're building more beds. We're building like borders. Oh my god, it's gonna be so pretty. So subscribe to see that process. Such an exciting thing happening in this vegetable garden. Anyways, I have a couple of determinate tomatoes, like a yellow donut, a Swedish variety called Maya, I think, and then I have indeterminate tomatoes, sun gold, indigo rose, and black prince. And I just need to get out of frame real quick just to see how they're doing. And then over here I got my winter squash, honey nut squash, but I'm actually really cold now. The winds are super cold. We've had like cold weather lately. I don't know, it's gonna get warmer, but right now it's so cold. But I just want to cheers for you for watching. Consider subscribing, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, even the slightest, even if it's just the views. I don't know, maybe share something of your garden. What is your favorite thing that you're growing this year? Do you have some crops that are doing especially well? For me, everything is honestly doing so well. I only struggled with deers, but I haven't really been struggling with the plants themselves, and I always have doubts on myself and on the coming season in spring when I'm planting everything before they take off like this. My main strategy when gardening is biodiversity, co-planting, just plant everything together. I know there are a lot of do's and don'ts. Come on, like it's nature. Maybe they want the same nutrients, like competing with water or nutrients, but just give them more water and more nutrients. Like that's all a garden really needs. So don't really care about all that stuff. I have been talking a lot about that on my channel, like plant this with this and etc., because that might boost your plants, but I really don't care about the don'ts, because I plant everything with everything. I just plant them because they are different in colors, in height, in texture, in seasonality. Like I want to prolong the harvest in a bed. I'm gonna stop rambling, but that is my philosophy of gardening, I think. You know, keep the soil alive. Water with bokashi or any sort of microbiomes. It's such a short growing season that I'm just watering, feeding, trimming, harvesting like so frequently. But give yourself a break. I've had a couple of breaks, painting the house, getting married, all of that. I'm going to Italy for a week, and that's fine. Let your garden tend to itself, fight for itself. Just give them food and water and harvest the bounty that it gives you. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and please subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Cheers!